Hello everyone, this is B-Buzzer bringing you my first ever video of my mock version 1 of Optimus Prime. I do have more Lego Transformers lined up to review, in which scale with this model including Megatron, Soundwave, Shockwave, Starscream, Acid Storm and Barricade for the Decepticons, and then Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Wheeljack and Huffer for the Autobots. I've also got some mini Transformers lined up, in which I created my own storyline following the events of G1 Season 4 The Rebirth. However, the line also incorporates inspiration from Titan's Return and Combiner Wars, so expect to see some combiners which I've built. These include Superion, Menasor, a custom combiner consisting of Ultra Magnus, Hot Rod, Cup, Springer and Blur, who transform into a currently unnamed combiner, and I'm also in the process of making Bruticus. There are also normal Transformers such as this Optimus Prime, and there will be a couple of Titans which are on my shelf now, which consist of Scorponok and Fortress Maximus. So back to Prime. I've mostly taken inspiration from the G1 Optimus Prime, and as you can see it kind of does resemble the G1 Optimus Prime, sporting the flat nose, lorry or truck, as you can see from his chest, and also his typical red and blue colour scheme. So I've also built in with some weapons. Here is his ion blaster, which is quite cool. And also, if I can get it out of his hand, there's this battle axe here, if you remember seeing in one of the very first G1 episodes where this sort of comes out of his hand. Yeah, I think it's quite cool. And there's also this sword here, which was on my shelf still, which sort of I took inspiration from the Knight Sword from Age of Extinction and The Last Knight, which I think is quite cool, and he can hold in his hand, like so. It's quite big, and his arm just came off, so just put them to the side. So, and also this battle axe can sort of, if you take the handle off and then this piece on here, and you can just like re-put this on here, but that can also be handheld like this to sort of, actually I'll take this piece off, sort of closely resembles more of that G1 axe that comes out of his hand. So anyway, let's put those down. Sorry if you can't really see it all that well, but yeah, here he is, big red and blue. You can see he's got his windows here in this turquoise colour, the grille, this yellow sort of what would probably be the number plate, but I remember Optimus Prime having yellow pieces on the front here. So he's also got his wheels here on his arm instead of sort of wherever else. Yeah, overall he's quite bulky as well, if you can see. Quite a beefy sort of robot mode. But this is my version 1. I do intend to make another one at some point, improve upon it, and definitely change these hands, because in scale with this body they're really small. It's the same with all the rest of my Transformers who scale like this. They've sort of got these clips as hands, which is good because they can hold weapons with this sort of handles that normal minifigures can hold. But yeah, he's got the smokestacks here. I couldn't really find any normal blue pieces to make the head, so it's sort of got translucent blue, which looks quite cool, and actually looks even more translucent on the camera than it does in person. So yeah, he's also got this sort of grey section here, which is sort of supposed to resemble a continuation of the smokestacks, but yeah, I tried to incorporate as much red and blue as I could. Obviously some pieces I couldn't get in those colours or just didn't suit the area that they were in. This is his design for his leg. I used quite a lot of these pieces to sort of just texture the legs a bit. One thing I noticed that a lot of people who build Lego Transformers do is they sort of smooth off a lot of it, but I sort of keep some areas like this on the legs where they don't really need to be smoothed off. It sort of just adds a bit of texture, and then you can actually tell that it's made out of Lego. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick 360. Overall, one of my favourite Lego Transformers that I've made. So let's get on to the transformation, which I'm hoping you'll be able to see all of. I just sort of, I'm hoping to pivot the camera a bit. So first thing is sort of just straighten out the limbs a bit, like so. Hopefully this doesn't break on me when I'm trying to transform it. So I'll just always straighten up the limbs because it just makes everything easier. Hoping you can see that. So the first thing you want to do is actually turn him around, and here, this camera, I need a tripod for this camera, and just fold down this section here, and then you can, actually I'll give you a quick close-up on the face again, just to show you. Here, I've tried to sort of give him his face mask, or you can just say that's his entire face, but I sort of use that dark grey in the background as his actual face. But yeah, so anyway, sorry about that. Fold this piece down, and that enables you to fold the head down and in, and then you can fold this piece back up. Come over here to the side, and you can rotate these pieces in to the back, and then you want to come here and fold these pieces down like that, and then you can bring in these sections here like so, and then you want to come here to the back, rotate the leg 180, and it's got a clip here which just clicks on like that. Same with this side, and then just fold the feet up, and then you want to fold this section up here, and there you have Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode, which I quite like. Overall it could be better, it could be a lot better, but yeah, it's an alright mode. Here's the back. You sort of got these dark red sections which are sort of used for lights. It's relatively flat, or except for these sort of curved wheel arches here. Got some nice blue translucent lights at the front, dark grey grille, and then this sort of grey stripe that he had in the original. I try to make his bumper as sort of flush as I can. Probably should have smoothed it out though, but I think it's alright. Got the smokestacks. The top here is quite smooth overall, but yeah, I quite like it. So let's transform him back into robot mode, and I'll show you the articulation. So you want to fold this piece back down, and fold the feet down, and then separate the legs here, like so. I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. And then fold these pieces out and this piece here up, and the same on this side, and then you can bring out the arms, fold back this piece again and bring up the head, and then fold that piece back up into there, and just sort of fold everything out how you wish. Fold his hand, yeah, there we go. I'll just bring him back a bit. Hopefully you can see the entire model. Actually, I'll take the camera a sec and just sort of give you a close up. There we go. So I'll just finish the video by showing you the articulation. So here in the head you can sort of, there we go. So in the head you can do a full 360 due to this just sort of stud, and also he can look up and down a bit, obviously not too far because that's not normal. Then he's got these sort of big, I suppose they're ratchety joints here, which gives him quite a nice range of motion with his arms. Unfortunately not a full 360, but it's good enough. He can move them out this way quite a lot as well. Yeah, you can get some good movement out of them. And then here at the elbow he's got ball joints, so he's got a good range of motion there at the elbow. His hand doesn't really move, it's just stuck there. Unfortunately no waist articulation, but he has got here at this piece came off again. You have got this thigh ball joint here. So yeah, that's gives him a good range of posability, and he's got the same at the knee, but it's a bit more restricted in there. So you can get some good poses. And then his feet are just on these, I don't really know what these joints are called, but they sort of just compose them upwards. So overall he's not a bad figure. Just put him in a final pose. Hoping you can see this. Try and give him a bit more. I don't want him to fall over. We'll give him his sword in this position. There we go. So just slot this in here. Sorry if I've been rambling a bit. And just put his gun in here. And there we go. There, I'll move that out of the way so you can see it a bit better. There we have Optimus Prime. So yeah, this is a bee-buzzer. Expect plenty more Lego Transformers to come, and eventually there'll be some other videos such as maybe Minecraft tutorials, and I could even give some instructions, maybe not on these guys unless they're requested a lot, but definitely on these smaller Transformers I can. So yeah, see you guys next time, and